Hi, everybody. This is Latoria Mackey here. I'm here with the parent leaders, and we have a special guest today, Miss Sierra Austin. Thank you, ladies, for joining me today. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We have a few hot topics that we're going to talk about today. And the first topic we're going to talk about today is if you had a magic wand, what would you change or do?
Well, I would change the COVID-19 first so everybody can go back to their normal lives. But then I would have to say for my personal reasons, on the side, like as a side order, I want my flat body. That's what I want. And I want that because I've been dealing with this weight for the longest, ever since I had my first child. And my body been spreading like Kraft mayonnaise, so I want to stop that.
Kraft mayonnaise. Wow. Okay.
That's a new one. Kraft mayonnaise.
Yes, indeed. You know how you spread mayonnaise on the bread? That's how.
Hey, yo, I'm not playing.
You can't with her. Like, oh my goodness.
I've been invaded.
Oh, wow. Kraft mayonnaise. Wow.
Okay, so if I had a magic wand, I would cure all diseases and homelessness.
Yeah. Homelessness is real. Like, it hurts me every time when I'm going downtown or anywhere and I see somebody with a sign. And I feel bad because unfortunately nowadays it's like you don't really know. If sometimes there's people on the corner that's asking for some food or something like that, and then they were using that to go buy drugs with it, or they really not, poor, and they done made it a career to the point where they sitting there just coming to get some money, getting some change or whatever. So I feel for those that are actually, going through a hard time, or those that really do need the money, because some other people have made it difficult to trust and to actually really like, all right, I'm gonna give some money because I know that this is going to a cause that's needed for. But sometimes it don't happen that way. Like I remember one time, this lady had asked me like, oh, could you give me something to eat? And I'm like, sure, no problem. I'll buy you food any day. So I had bought her a chicken box or whatever, and I go to give it to her. And I noticed that she just took it and sat it next to her. And I'm just thinking, if I'm hungry and I want some food, and you bringing me some fresh hot chicken wings and fries, like I'm about to be dogging that food. I'm not about to sit it right there.
It shows that there are a lot of homeless people messing up for the real ones that really need to change. The ones that really ask to change, they use it for drugs or even get a drink or however they do it. But they're not getting no food with it, and they know it. It was one time a homeless person asked me for some change, and I went and gave it to them. They looked at me and said, I'm not getting no food with this. I'm just going to go get what I really want. I said, go ahead and do it, but God knows what I gave it to you for. You can't really say anything after you done give it to them, because you can't take it back when they tell you they're going to get something they ain't supposed to get. So God know your heart when you was giving it to him, it was for some food. So
yeah, I think that's kind of where I've been. Like it's like if God puts it on my heart to just give it, then I'll do it. But there is a question first, and I kind of just let it kind of work that way. First before it.
I always ask God. Yeah. I always ask God when I say him, Lord, I instantly just break into prayer. Lord, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, let me know what I'm supposed to do. And if I get that, it's just a knowing feeling that it's just a sinking in feeling that you get, I give. And it'll be my last. Go ahead, bro. I just gave the guy the other day. He was in the middle of the street. He almost got hit by a car and everything. I don't know this man from Adam. He had a homeless sign I saw him. He looked like he hadn't had a meal in ages. He walked past, I honked the horn. I wound up giving him daggone school lunch from one of the daggone kids, but he was so grateful and so appreciative of it. You know what I'm saying? Like you can tell the ones that are really, and like and some of them are honest. Like a few days ago, we were down, Monroe and Washington Boulevard, and they were fighting over who was gonna beg on what corner. And I was like, are you insane? I'm like, seriously, like, it's people out here that, like you said, really need help, and you're fighting over the guy. He's just trying to get help. It's like you trying to get help. You talking about you stepping on my toes. You stepping on his toes too. Like, come on. I like your idea, Miss Austin. saying that if you had a magic wand, you would heal all homelessness. If I had a magic wand, I would heal all brokenness in people and just social emotional brokenness, just your brokenheartedness. Like, we've all been through things, we've all experienced things, we've all have had things happen to us that has caused us to be broken. I would heal that brokenness because you have to. Like, where's the love? Like, come on.
Yeah. And I don't really think I have like a one word answer for this question because it's probably so much I would want to do. So, and it's gonna sound really pageant-y with my answer, but I would have world peace. World peace. Because I mean, I know it sounds like a pageant answer, and it generally is, but I feel like that's the best way to kind of just put it all in one bow, or tie it with a bow, or put it all in one category. Because it's like, if you have world peace, there won't be people arguing over stuff like drugs and things like that. But I think money, finances, life struggles, all of that is tied into one. Like, if you can fix all those other underlying factors, then we can all live peacefully together. There won't be a lot of issues within our government system, within, politics and things of that nature, and war and everything else, if we could fix all those things underneath. So if I just say a blanket statement, world peace, maybe that will encompass all of those things in one. So I agree with all of you, though, with those answers. It's really hard to just pick one thing because there's so much that's going on in this world that, yeah, it's a lot.
But you know what, Latoria, with the whole idea and concept of world peace, for real, like, it's accountability. Holding yourself accountable for your actions. It has to start somewhere. Like, none of us on this planet is perfect. We all make mistakes. We all do things we shouldn't do. But holding yourself accountable is where you have to start. You get what I'm saying? Like, really start looking at yourself in the mirror and recognizing the real person you really, truly, honestly are, and being honest with yourself and saying to yourself, look, I won't be like this, or I don't want to see myself this way in 2 days from now or 3 days from however, like, being the person that you truly, honestly are called to be. Being honest with yourself, holding yourself accountable every way, and even when your shortcomings, where you fall short, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. But I do think that it is accountable, like one person, everybody being accountable for themselves. But just like for the coronavirus, for instance, everybody's talking about this stuff could be done with if everybody could just follow the rules. But everybody doesn't have the same mindset.
That's true.
So to me, with my way of following the rules versus the way Ms. Dominique might interpret how she's going to follow the rules, and, everybody else, it all depicts on how everything is going to turn out. So yes, we can have that mindset, like, all right, we're all going to try to aim to do better. We're going to all try to aim to be more nice to each other and try to get along. We're going to build each other up. But
speaking on that, everybody, I think I was probably the one that said if everybody follow rules or something like that. I kept on saying that. But at the end of the day, you're right. Nobody have all the same mindset. But everybody should have the same mindset when it's about their life, if they want to live.
You would think,
that's
but
all
it's
I'm
not.
saying.
That's
what I'm saying. It should be that.
Yeah.
Right. It should be that way. It should be nobody telling you, oh, put on a mask, stay 6 feet away. Nobody should have to tell you that. It should not have to take a city-wide lockdown in order to keep you in the house. If you hear COVID-19 is killing people every day, I will be in the daggone house. That's simple as that. I mean, I don't understand. Like, people with their mind frame, they need to get it together. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because like I said, they was just.
What did you say, Ms. Austin?
I said the sad truth is some people just don't care.
Yeah. Or their mentality is money first. Like, that's all it is. Because when I was literally in a car listening on the radio, and they were asking a question like, oh, they talking about shutting down doing statewide shutdown. What do y'all think? Should we do it or no? Is it too late? I'm like, too late? That doesn't even make sense to me. What do you mean too late? You mean when everybody did? That's when it's too late to me. Like, not now. And then, like, some people's responses was like, yeah, we need to lock down. We need to try to get everybody safe and get back to a better place. And then some people like, nah, I need my money. You understand that money's not going to matter if you're physically not here, if you're dead? Like,
it ain't gone.
Like, that person, I think it's like a saying where this guy or whatever told his wife, like, when I die, I want you to leave. I want my money to go with me. I don't know if you ever heard this story before, but this man was a rich man, and he said, when I die, I want all my money with me, buried with me. So the wife wrote a check and signed whatever amount of money was in his bank account. Is he gonna be able to cash that check? No, he's not. Why?
But
Because
she
he's
probably
dead.
dug that grave up and got that money back.
No, he it over to him. He can't cash it. Like, sure, you want all your money? I'm gonna put all $1 million on that check for you. Fold it nice and pretty.
How about
right
what
under
the
your
money to
pillow.
go with you? Like the money is spirit or something, like it's gonna go up in heaven with you. Get out of here, man.
Right, it's not gonna go anywhere with you. And people just fail to realize, like, yes, right now, having the money is a necessity to get by and to survive here. But then it's not gonna matter if you did in the process. Like, it's just not gonna matter. And sometimes it takes people to get to that point where somebody in their family get it or somebody close by get it, which I hope and pray it doesn't continue to kill and harm people. I hope that it has diluted itself in a sense. I don't want to say diluted because it's not a liquid or anything like that. But my thought is, when it comes to a virus, like, over time, it's going to get less and less egregious. So it won't be as strong over time. So I'm hoping that with some people not being hospitalized as much, and I know that some people have underlying conditions that cause it to, be worse than others. But I have had some people that I know that have had it, even to my sister that has had it, that I've been blessed to say that she's, had nothing but the loss of taste and stuffy nose, that she's good now. But, some people it's been far worse. But sometimes with people, they got to wait till it happened to them. It got to hit them close to home before they wake up and realize, like, okay, this ain't nothing to play with. So. Yeah, I think we all would take the magic wand and just erase COVID. Rewind 2020. I don't know. Just go fast forward. I don't know. Yeah, fast forward past
Fast
COVID.
forward is almost over now. Don't go backwards. We don't want to go back through the same thing.
Fast forward. Well, I think it could have been handled a lot better from the beginning.
True.
Like, the shutdown should have been a legit shutdown. I know, and I think it has a lot to do with us as Americans being like, we should have freedom of speech, we should have freedom to do this and walk around, do whatever we want. Nobody likes to get told, no, you can't leave your house, stay at home. And as American people, we're so used to being free and able to do whatever we want that nobody want to listen. So, I don't know.
But it also has to do with the economy too, like I already told everybody, I feel like it's gonna be another recession. It's gonna go right back down. Because you gotta think about it. The more we get up and work and progress throughout the course of the day, we're functioning. We're putting money out there. The economy is functioning, it's flowing. When you start shutting everything down, there's no money flowing. So it not only affects right here in your immediate neighborhood, it starts to affect statewide, then nationwide, then countries, and then whoever you have partnerships with overseas. Like, it's bigger than that. It's a bigger picture. But, like, I feel you though, when they said they should have shut it down, they should have legitimately just shut it down. I mean, they shut the world down. In different countries, they were quarantined too. So I feel like if we'd all just had like an agreement where we all shut down at the same time, for the same duration of time, just the whole world just stopped. Let it just stop. It was crazy because even when they did do it, for the period of time they did do it, you saw like how many changes actually started to happen naturally. Like, you could see the top of the Himalaya mountains hadn't been visible in 14, 15 years or something like that. That was finally visible just from us being home for the time we were being home for. It is what it is though. It's just own.
Yeah, I feel like we could stay on this question forever, but we probably could definitely loop back and use this question again at another time. But yeah, I agree with everything that was said. The next question we were going to talk about is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? 5 years.
Well, where I want to see myself in 5 years, I want to be basically financially stable, like really financially stable, whereas though I have my own business going on, I have a better house because I don't want to live in the projects all my life. Like I said, just basically have everything in place for my children, so when I do leave this earth, they have something to keep as a legacy for me,
In 5 years, I agree with Dominique. In 5 years, I hope to be in a stable job, stable pay, good health. Overall, just good health and, just succeeding.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all make me not want to say my 5 years because I feel like it's gonna be so long. It's gonna be all drawn out. Y'all like, dang girl. But
Sophia,
like this,
that's you though. Like
that really is though.
That's you. There's never a one word answer for you or two or three. It's a paragraph, an essay.
Hey, there's a lot to me. I'm just saying though. I know I talk a lot, but in 5 years, I want to be a motivational speaker because I feel like I'm pretty good at that. I want to be a motivational speaker. I want to own my own home. I want to own my own business. My business, I would like for it to be in therapeutic arts and wellness. I would like to go back to school and get a master's in either social work or art therapy directly. What else did I want to do? Because it's funny that we're talking about this though, because I actually just did this because I was taking a class to figure out like basically like to plan your life out. You're supposed to do it every 5 to 10 years anyway. So it's like, why not take that time to just sit down and do it and figure out what it is you really want to do? So I've made a vision board and I have it all in the closet. And I was just strategically just throwing stuff up there randomly that I like to do. And like, I realized I'm actually moving in all those directions without even realizing I was moving in those directions. So 5 years from now, I hope to see that everything that's actually on that vision board actually comes to fruition.
Yeah. Me and my friends did a vision board for 2020. Clearly this year, nothing on that vision board was done, but it's okay. Myself, 5 years from now, I plan to have my doctorate degree. My mother set the bar, so my plan is to get it done in the next 5 years. Outside of that, I would like to own my own home, be a married woman, and possibly have a child on the way by then. I know Cynthia and Dominique been jinxing me, talking about, yeah, you're going to have some kids. It's time for you to have some kids.
Only one. That's it. After that, that's it. Because if you go after one, your strings of hair is going to be falling out each child. So you're just going to leave that there.
Don't say that. Let her get two. They need a friend. Let them have somebody to play with.
I know. Growing up as
the only child. I should have took my
child.
mother advice.
Don't make the mistake of just having one. You gotta have two.
At least have two so they have somebody to play with.
Yeah, growing up as the only child was not the best thing. I think that's why I have a habit of talking to myself, even in my late state of age.
I talk to
like,
myself too.
No, Tori, you need to be doing this. And then my fiance sometimes be like, "Why are you talking to yourself?" I said, "Look, this is how I process. Okay, this is how I process through my thoughts because I couldn't talk to somebody. Ain't like I had a younger sister or brother to talk to. Sometimes I just had to talk to myself."
Well, I always wanted.
You don't start answering yourself, you good. So
when I was growing up, I always wanted a twin. Like I said, I was my mother's only child. I always wanted a twin, but I should have took my mother's advice because me having 5 and my mother would come to me and like she don't even have to be right here in my presence. I would hear her in my ear. See, that's why I told you about one. Yup.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, but you know what you said about like your mom hearing your mom in your ear. I feel like that too. Like when something's really crazy going on in my house, I just be like, "Oh my God!" Like, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the phone will ring. And I'm like, "How did you know I could feel it. I could feel." She would always be, "I could just feel it. I could just tell." I'm like, "Really, Mom? Like that's okay. That's what's up. Okay." But she would always, and something going crazy.
Mama always know. She always knows.
Yeah. And it's crazy that I can tell with my own kids now. So I see what she's talking about. Yeah.
Mom intuition.
My father, he'll just be like, "Look where love got you," and just leave it at that.
I can't.
I'm not playing with you today, Dominique.
I can't with her. Oh my goodness.
I love her.
Yeah. So the next question. The next question is about your self-care regimen. So what's your self-care regimen and how important is time to you?
I'm gonna go first because y'all always say that I take too long. So I'm just go ahead and throw that out there so I can be done. Okay. All right. So self-care to me is just doing stuff that really make me feel good about myself, for real. Like literally, like just doing the things I like to do. I like to paint, I like to color, I like to draw. So I was sitting, I'll do that. Or on Saturdays, I have my me time with my daughter. We'll do something together, either Saturday or Sunday. But like I like to really just take a nice hot bath, my little Epsom salt, my little baking soda and my little herbs in my bathtub, soaking there, my little candles or whatever. And just kick back, like to be able to journal, just kind of be by myself, to be able to just, you know, be in my own space without being invaded by anybody else. So like that's my self-care, my ritual. And I'm still working on that. My daily thing though that I do that I have been doing lately for the last week though is playing the same music, same couple of songs at least 3 or 4 times in the morning as I'm getting dressed, and like letting those songs play. And by the time those 3 or 4 songs are over, I'm ready for the day. And like I said, affirmations, I got little sticky notes and stuff that I put up to help me out. And as for time, we gonna work on time. We just gonna work on time.
Time to me.
I try to be on time, but
Time to me, it's important to me to get things done in time. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though when the time comes for me to have my rest of the night to myself, like especially with children, bath, dinner, go to sleep, and the rest of the night is mine. So I like to meditate. I do when I have time to meditate, and my kids not jumping in that meditation. So yeah, I like to listen to music. I like when I meditate. I had looked up the meditation music, that music that sound like ocean in your ears. Something. I try to listen to that and try to work myself through. But like I said, time is important to me because I like to get everything done. So that when I go to sleep, and be like, I know I got everything done. That's just like paying your rent on time, paying your bills on time. You go see, like, at least I know I still got a roof over. I made that, you know. So that's very important to me. So all that in one is important. Time and whatever virtual, yeah, I got that. Yeah.
that sounds like a lot of gratitude, Dominique.
So for me, self-care looks like any alone time I can get. Any alone time. Let me see, listening to music, different types of art. Like I said, just any alone time, even sitting alone watching a movie, bath time, using the bathroom, any type of alone time, because you have to take the time to reset. Your mind just be everywhere. Miss Latoya, when you got kids, you appreciate using the bathroom. When you got kids, you gotta appreciate it. Just a couple seconds alone, you gotta reset, regroup, and be like, all right, I'm ready now. So,
I mean, I've heard it. I've heard you. I've heard it, but this was like, did I catch that right? Did she say using the bathroom?
Yeah, the bathroom. They were coming there with you in the bathroom. Mine, like, whoa, like, you know, door open, everything that's coming out. Don't know what you're doing in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. But when they go to the bathroom, I come, mine. No, you in there with me, so I'm coming there with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess I got something to look forward to.
Yeah, I'd be so happy.
Sure
And we only got one door that locks. All other bathroom doors, they done broke the lock. We got one bathroom door that still locks. I'll be in there. Leave me alone. Oh my God.
Then my children sometimes, I be wanting some me time so bad because I be feeling myself in the corner, talking about some wade in the water. Like, no. I can't. I just can't. Like, they drive me crazy. 5, I'm telling you.
Yes. And then they all have their own personalities and how they do things and you can't talk to this one the way you talk to that one.
Good luck, Latoya. That's all I'm saying.
God bless you.
I'm gonna just pray on it.
You got some pretty long hair now. You got pretty long hair now. We're gonna see in the years.
I already told myself that once I get pregnant, I'm locking my hair because I ain't even gonna have time to deal with it. So lock it up.
You can lock it, but they get on your nerves like that. You gonna have one dread.
Dominique is silly. I can't. Time. I feel like time is so important, and I never feel like I have enough time in the day to get through what I need to get through. I feel like it's like a revolving schedule. which is why I'm always talking to y'all like, what in the world? How can I squeeze other people in my schedule when I can barely schedule myself, my own stuff? But I'll figure it out. It's very important, and I try to take time for myself, but I'll be honest, I don't take the time that I need to take. I feel like I'm always thinking of what needs to get done, instead of saying, sometimes I stop myself and say, you know what? No, you're going to sit here and watch one of your favorite shows that you haven't watched in a long time, and you're going to enjoy it. And that's what you're going to focus on for the moment and just relax. So sometimes I'm able to do that. Sometimes I'm not. So it's a learning. I'm learning to say no. That's one of the things that I struggle with the most is saying no to things. I'm always trying to please people by not disappointing somebody. Like if somebody say, "Oh, can you do this for me?" In the back of my mind, I'm like, "No," because I have X, Y, and Z to do. But then I'll be like, "Sure, I'll do this for you. Sure, no problem." And then I'm stressing, and I'm then agitated, irritated, trying to do their stuff on top of my stuff. So I'm learning to say no. That's my self-care in itself, learning to say no and taking the time for myself that I need to take. I don't really have a regimen or actual routine that I do because it's not something consistent, but I'm trying to get better at that. The other question was, I think we're now on current times now, right? Yeah, we're on the current times. So our current times question was virtual learning and telework blues. What's really going on at home? Or what's it really like at home is the question.
Kids off task, up jumping around, not sitting down. It's a mess, but I do prefer it because it's easier to be there and be hands on and be like, all right, now you played, now come on, sit down, let's get this work done, and then you can have a little bit more playtime. And it's easier to have them at the table every day versus having to get them dressed and get them to the school building and get them back home. It's just easier. It's a mess. It's all over the place, but it's easier.
One word for me, hurricane. Next.
Hurricane. I mean, I'm only speaking from, I guess, telework. I mean, I guess I get a piece of virtual learning too by trying to help everybody get on. But I feel like my hours have just ran over. It's not a 9 to 5 anymore. It's like a 24/7. Like forget having time to myself and times off nowadays because it's like every time I wake up, I go straight to my phone, check my email before I even get to my computer. Like it's almost like I'm checking text messages on my phone, and it's really emails. Like that's how much it's gotten a part of my routine now. That even on Saturdays, I'm doing the same thing, which is a part of me learning to say no, learning to tell myself no. This is the weekend. Don't even look at your work phone. Don't even pay attention to emails. If you don't log in and look at it, you won't have to worry about it. But sometimes it's always that feeling to just check. So I feel like those lines have been kind of blurred between working and being at home. And then the fact that you can't really escape work. Like I like the fact of driving to work, being in the office. I do whatever I gotta do in the office. Then when I get home, I know that this is my space to just relax. That I don't have that separation here. It's like, okay, I can close my computer screen, but work is literally right here. It's not going anywhere. So having that separation, I miss. Yeah.
I can relate to that because when we first went on quarantine, I was going through. I was really going through. I even had to. I went to the doctors a couple of times. I fainted in my house. Like it was just. I was overwhelmed. I was overloaded. I was overworking. Like you said, there were no lines to differentiate between like what was really what was real. And I wound up going to the doctors for it because I'm thinking I'm losing my mind. She's like, no, you have a mild adjustment disorder. I'm like, what the hell is that? Oh, sorry, what is that? And she's like, you're not used to just being in one space doing all these things that you're doing in that one space. You have to change your settings, differentiate between from here to here. And like you say, you could drive to the office and work in the office. And then when you leave that office, you're leaving work at work. What I haven't done that day is still there. Like, I'm done with it. I'm going home to my place of peace. And so like when you come home to your place of peace, it's not no place of peace anymore because now it's work. Is you're working at home. And then like on top of it, I have kids. I have like Miss Dominique, she has her 5, I have my 4. But like I have 3 on the computer. All 3 of them different ages and different grades. All 3 of them getting different amounts of work of all different teachers. On top of a 2-year-old that's running around the house who's learning how to be potty trained. So when I say I'll be in here like she said, hurricane, you tsunami. Guys, it be crazy in here sometimes. I run and hide sometimes in the basement. I run in the basement and I will hide behind the water heater. Yes, and my husband, he like, you, is that bad? Yes, it's that bad. And they'll come looking for me. Where are you, Mom? And he's like, she needs a break for a second. Yes, I do. It's that bad that I'm running and hide. I'm playing hide and seek from you right now because I just don't feel like it. It's too much sometimes. But like she said, there are moments where it's easier. It's become easier because, like you said, Latoya, when you were learning to say no, I learned to start saying no and setting boundaries and setting standards for myself. What do I want to do when I get up? How do I want to do it? When do I want to do it? Why am I doing it? And who I'm doing it for. And then I started scheduling out my day accordingly and moving in that, I guess you say, go with the flow attitude. And it was a struggle. And it's still a struggle because I had my moments where I get up and I'm like, I'm not with this today. But I've been forcing myself to get up and get dressed every day. Getting dressed to me signifies the beginning of the day. That and making my bed. Getting dressed and making my bed signifies the start of my day. That keeps me like, that wakes me up all the way, move me around, you know what I'm saying? Doing some kind of exercise. Even if I'm just stopping in the middle of the floor and just doing squats or something, the kid's like, what are you doing? Just breaking the monotony of what's going on around me so that I can get through the day to continue to function. And now I'm at a new point where I'm learning to prioritize because there's so much always coming. It's always, like you said, the world is like a revolving door. It's not going to stop. So now I'm learning to prioritize. Put in order according to what's more important and what really needs to be done first versus how I want to normally do it. It's a struggle. I ain't gonna lie. It's real. But I do like the fact of being able to, like if we're running late, I don't have to race to hurry up and try to put on socks and shoes to run out the door to go take them to school. Like we have a few minute grace period that we can log in. So that's a plus. The teacher reaches out like right there, or you can see her right there. So if the child is having any issues, you can do it right there. You can just talk to them right there on the screen. Even down to the work if you need help, she's right there with me. So I mean, it's cool. It has its benefits and it has its cons. Like its pros and its cons. So,
yeah, I like the fact of only dressing waist up if you need to. Being comfortable, just being able to lounge. And when I say dressing waist up, I mean, I'm not saying not wearing pants, but I'm just saying you don't have to worry about your pants matching your shirt and your shoes and, all that. Just look presentable from the waist up. And when it's time to disconnect, it's an easy, like, okay, I can shut my computer off and walk away if I need to take a mental moment in that moment itself. You know what I mean? Like sometimes from jumping from one call to the next call to the next call to the next call, I'll be like, all right, I need like 5 minutes. And I could just close my computer and take my 5. If I'm at work, people coming in and out of the office, I can't control that but so much. People calling me on the phone, like I can't control that but so much. Versus here, I have at least that option where I can take my 5 if I need my 5 and nobody's gonna bother me. Or at least I have control over nobody bothering me while I'm trying to take that moment. So it has its pros and its cons, like you said. So, and then our last question of the day, I'm gonna pass it over to my girl Dominique for our fun question of the day. What fun question of the day do you got for us, Dominique?
Okay, it is. If animals could talk, what is some of the craziest things they would say? The craziest thing a chicken would say, God dang, did y'all eat enough chicken already? We want to live. We want to live. We tired of y'all chopping our head off and stuff, you know.
Give me back my wing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Then the pork and the beef and stuff. That's why that bull ran away from that slaughterhouse that day. He was tired of getting chopped on. He knew he was going down. That nigga ran away. Cops and everything. Helicopters looking for him. Oh, he ready to go. Like, nah. He ready. He know he about to be chopped into some beef. Some pepper steak and rice. You hear me?
That sounds like some good dinner tonight. Shoot, some pepper steak and rice. You just gave me.
See, we trying to talk about not killing the
We
animals.
are not about to get back on food again like we did last.
You know, I'm telling you, people rarely eat ducks. I was thinking about getting one for Thanksgiving, but I'm trying to lay bone back because the ducks probably quacking around now trying to fly to where they live at away from black people. I'm telling you. They're gonna be sitting on somebody's table with a bow in their mouth, you know.
Oh goodness. It made me think of the movie Chicken Run. Y'all seen Chicken Run?
Yes. Yep. That's what it is for real life.
Chicken pies.
That's what it is for real life. Yep.
They were trying to fly up out of there.
It's weird because to tell you the truth, where I'm at right now, it's chicken every night. So they done kill so many chicken up in here. They're probably sitting right there in the ice ready to get cooked again today. You know, so I'm
a big chicken eater, so
I'm tired of chicken. It's like the chicken's tired of us.
If anything, that's the main thing I eat the most of.
That's really like the best animal to eat, but I'm just saying, if they could talk, we gonna get it. I'm telling you, we gonna get it.
Give us 3.
I don't want to know what my dog be thinking. Like when I talk
Turkeys got a break. Turkeys got a break because they only get killed and eaten on Thanksgiving. You know, so they got a break. It ain't all year round. You know. But they getting ready. They probably hiding. They know Thanksgiving coming up, so they probably talk to their family like, "I see you on the other side."
Like, go.
I know these cats be like, "Girl, yo, give me some of that real food. I'm tired of this hard cheese."
I know, right? The dogs and cats be looking at you like
so good.
Just give me some. Like, why you?
Especially when you
like
think
that?
you're getting the right food. You think you're getting the right food. Going to the store get some kibbles and bits. You're like, yeah, he gonna like this. He go home and give it to him. He looking like, bow. Like, oh yeah. Like, what you got to say?
You ain't fancy enough.
This ain't what I smell. Like, what is this?
Like, that ain't yours.
You ever have your plate and you be going to go sit down and they sitting there just licking their lips? Like,
Yes.
And then they go to their bowl and be like, and then look at you like, wait a minute. This ain't what I smell it.
He come sit at your feet and put his one paw on your feet until you answer him. He begs.
My meows.
But yeah, the cat, they'll keep on meowing. They will keep on. They will get on your nerves till you drop something on that floor. Them cats, I'm telling you.
Yes, and they will wake you up. My cat wakes me. I have 2 cats. One of them, the girl cat, she will wake meow. She just keep on. She'll jump in the bed and just meow. I be like, girl, please go ahead, leave me alone. She won't stop until you get up to give her food. And like my boy cat, I throw him outside at night. I ain't even like, go ahead, go outside. Go do your thing.
Yeah, that's what happened to my first cat I threw outside. Yeah, she done had about 8 litters.
Well, he a boy. It's different.
8 litters. 8
litters. Pregnant all the time.
Yes, like she don't even give me a chance to get her fixed. That little thing need birth control, and that's crazy. A cat needs some birth control. I'm telling you, need to go to the hospital. Like, what birth control you want on? She gonna pick yow, something. I'm tired.
Yow.
Cause the next kitten she give out, she's going in the box with the rest of the cats. That's all I'm saying. She going to let somebody else.
Dominique.
She's going in the box with the rest of the kittens and give it to another family. I'm tired. You had more. Look, she would have the kids and want to go outside and leave me to take care of them. I got 5. You done had 8 at one time. What's going on? What's up? Yo, you had these kids. You trying to run out. You had them. Don't know. Go back up there and give me some milk.
You gonna help, man?
You grandma. You supposed to take care of them cats.
Yeah, she got about 8 nipples. I only got 2. That ain't gonna work.
Okay. Oh goodness.
You got her
There's
started.
Never a dull moment with her. I can't.
You got her
goodness. It also made me think of the movie Dr. Dolittle too.
Oh, he could hear the animals.
Yes, and the way they was talking to him and stuff. And there was like that drunk monkey and tiger. Oh my goodness. They were so funny. That movie is so old. Now it makes me want to watch it. That's another thing I've been enjoying with working at home and just being home. Can binge watch a lot of movies and stuff I haven't watched in a long time. Because normally by the time I get home, I don't want to look at nothing. I just want to shower and go to sleep.
True. Have you guys been watching a lot more TV since quarantine? Would you say your amount of watching TV or movies or whatever you do, has it increased?
It probably has, only because I've ran out of things to do. Like I started, like when we first started, I started sewing. So I had my sewing machine. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna learn how to sew. Okay, I did that. Now I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna make pillowcases. Ooh, I'm gonna make mat. You know, after a while, I was just like, okay, now what do I do? I haven't seen this show in a while, and like I think Girlfriends is now on Netflix, like all the old shows, and I haven't watched a consistent like.
Moesha on there too.
Yeah, Moesha, the Parkers.
I seen the Parkers on there.
Yeah, so I've been binge watching Girlfriends from season 1 on through, because I was like, I haven't watched it like, you know, all the way through. So I've been watching that, but it's just like certain shows that I want to see that I haven't seen in a long time. That I watch. Like I even got back onto Supermarket Sweep. Because I felt so embarrassed at first when I first started watching it, but then when I saw they made a new one, I was like, oh, so I'm not the only one that actually got back hooked into Supermarket Sweep. So I've been watching the new one that comes on ABC. I forgot what her name is, but
has anybody been watching The Masked Singer?
I watched it one time. I ain't really care for it like that.
True.
They just took the clues was too hard. I couldn't figure out none of them. So I was just like, just show me when you reveal everybody at the end.
Even I couldn't even realize how I couldn't understand who Lil Wayne was. But the
I knew him.
He done changed, so he needed to stay in that what he was already in. The same, because I don't know what happened to him. He just need to change. He need to stay up in there. He didn't need to be revealed.
I'll say I watched one episode, but after one season, I just stopped. I'm watching like old stuff that I've seen in the past that I don't remember exactly what happened, and I'm a big rewatcher. Some people aren't rewatchers.
Me too, though. I don't like watching the shows that's on TV now because I don't like waiting until next week to find out what's going to happen. I watch a lot of shows that's on Netflix and anything that I can watch on my little Fire Stick. Y'all know how you get the little bootleg stuff up on there.
Yeah, you already know.
But yeah, any shows that I can watch like that, I watch them. My TV time did increase because at first I wasn't a TV person. I didn't watch TV at first. Now it's only but so much you can do.
You know what's crazy? My TV off. My TV been off for like the last 2 months. My TV just been off. And the only time I turn it on is because the kids are turning on because they want to watch little cartoons or something like that.
Yeah,
that's the only time I don't know. Once I, because I was binge watching something called Outlander. I was watching that. That's gone off. The new season don't start no time soon. What was the other show? It was Outlander. Luna Nera. I be
watching Showtime, and on there I be watching the show called The L Word. So
The L Word.
Yeah.
Oh, I heard that was a good show.
Yeah, it's about a bunch of females.
I heard that was a good show though.
It was good though. It was good. I'm on season 4 from season 1.
Oh wow! Did you got anybody watch Greenleaf? That was a good one.
My mom watched Greenleaf.
I've been hearing that.
Greenleaf was good.
I know Saints and Sinners was good.
I heard that was real good too.
I try to limit my TV if I can.
Yeah, my TV been off.
Something work in my mind more often because after a while I just be feeling like TV time just.
I feel like you just wasting away watching. You just standing there like, just
but I like TV. So the stuff I watch, I like I'm watching this one show and I think it's really old actually. It's called dang it, something Diva, Dead Diva. think it's called. Dead Diva?
Drop Dead Diva or Drop Dead.
Yeah, where the girl, she dies and then she comes back as like a lawyer or whatever.
Ghost or something like that.
She's not a ghost. She's a person.
But she in somebody else's body, right?
Yeah, she's in somebody else's body. Drop Dead Diva. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, I like that show because it's about court and law, and it gets me thinking, like, ooh, who, like, I like things like that where I'm trying to solve a crime or solve a story. So that in itself just makes it feel like I'm not just watching TV. I'm actually like trying to solve the crime in the show. Like
I think my weakness
Scandal
is
used to be my show.
Who?
Scandal.
Okay.
That used to be my show with Kerry Washington.
I like documentaries. I'm a nerd. I love all kinds of documentaries, especially documentaries that talk about Africa or Egypt or anything that talks about like where we came from or different things. It's a show that come on Netflix called Connected, and it talks about how we are all connected in different ways, how it shows how saying from Sahara waters, the Amazon rainforest and stuff like that. I just like stuff that teaches you things you can learn from. I feel like a super nerd. Y'all looking at me like, okay.
No, I mean, I have my moments where I want to watch a documentary or something that's informative. And then I have my moments where I just want to laugh. Like, oh no, I want to see some romance story. And I watch my romance, so it's different.
It's go according to the mood.
Yeah, definitely. But this was fun. I had a great time talking with you guys. And thank you, Miss Austin, Miss De'Ara Austin, for joining us today. She doesn't like it when I call her Miss Austin. So I have to say her whole name or just her first name, but not just Miss Austin. So thank you for joining us as our special guest today. And once again, thank you, parent leaders, for being a part of our Parent Voice Table Talk. And for all of you that are tuning in and watching us, thank you. And we hope to see you next time. Bye.